Hi everyone, my name is Matt from Midwest PPG. About a year ago we started development on a piece of software that was a tool that we were making for our students. So as they left training and went home, they could find local pilots to hook up with. I really think as a new pilot coming out of school, or when you're just learning to fly, hooking up with a group of local pilots is a great way to increase your safety, and your skills will also increase quite a bit faster if you're flying with other pilots. So we started development on this little web application. It's called ppgmap.com. We've been testing it for about a year now. It seems to be working pretty well, and we're ready to introduce it to the rest of the PPG community. I think somebody was doing this a while back, maybe with Google Maps. I don't know if he's still doing it. Not really to reinvent the wheel, but I didn't really like I didn't like the functionality of that. I think it had to be administered on the back end by somebody. You had to submit your information to them. This is all self-managed, so once you log in, you can manage your own data on it. One note about privacy, we do have to collect your email when you log into this. That's just so we can tie everything together in the database. We aren't going to sell your information to third parties, and we're not going to spam you with a bunch of advertisements. It's really just so the site has some functionality. So the functionality is really simple. All it allows you to do is drop some pins. The information that you want to share is where you are, your hometown, and maybe some public flying sites that you have. So I'll show you on the screen how this works, and hopefully you can find some good use for it. So first off, we're going to go to ppgmap.com, ppgmap.com. And if you're not logged in, you won't be able to see any of the information stored on the site. You see here that everybody's information is obscured until you log in. That little list can be hidden with the location list. There's an instruction button here. This is really simple. I mean, you can probably figure it out without reading the instructions. But if you get stuck, give this a read. It should be pretty easy. All right, so if this is your first time using the site, and for most of you it will be, the first thing you need to do is go to the login, click on register. Pretty conventional stuff, username, email, password, put your name in. Location, it can just be like Indianapolis or wherever you are. And then complete the sign up. So this is going to send you an email that you've got to verify. So open your email, click on the link, and it will activate your account. The only real problem I've had so far with this is a few people have said that they can't find that email, so they can't continue on. And for all of those people, the email went to their spam box. So double check your spam box if you're not seeing anything. No one so far has not been able to find the email, but the problems have been that it goes to the spam box. Once you're registered, you can come back and actually log in. And now that you're logged in, you can see all of the information that other people have shared on the site, and you can also add your own information. So as you zoom in, you'll see all of these little bubbles start to expand. The two different types of pins that we have are pilots and flying sites. So if you just want to see the pilots in your local area, you can select the pilot pin and it will remove all the flying sites. And as you zoom in, just find somebody to click. There's Graham and his phone number and the glider that he's flying. When you decide that you want to drop your own pin, it's pretty simple. You go over to your area. You can zoom all the way into your actual house if you want to, or you can just drop a pin. So let's say we live in Springfield. I'm going to left click and I'll get this little thing here, and I can add a home pin or a flying site. So the way the site works is you can have one home pin and as many flying sites as you'd like. So if you want to add a home pin, click on the add home pin. You'll put your name in here, contact number, and any comments. Something that I encourage you to put in here is maybe like the wing that you're flying, the color of your wing, an email address. Put in some kind of contact info so that other people that see this have a way of getting hold of you. Once you do that and hit submit, your home pin will drop there. After that, if you drop a home pin somewhere else, that original home pin will move. So you can only have one home pin, but you should only need one home pin. If you If you winter in Arizona and summer in Michigan, you can just move the pin around, it'll follow you. So with flying sights, you can add as many as you'd like. They work just the same way. So I'm going to put the name of my flying site, an optional contact number, and optional comments. A nice thing to put in here is if you have made an arrangement with a landowner or an airport manager, that's a great place to fill that information in. So I'm going to go back to flying sites. We'll see what people have put in over here. Some other information you may want to include in your pins are, okay, here's a really good one. So LZ is a field directly east of the White Barn. Gives a good size. Be aware of horse pen directly south. If anyone has horses, speak with them, let them know what you're doing. That's pretty cool. Park manager's okay with a pilot or two, but you may want to call ahead if you plan on bringing friends. So that's kind of the idea here. Put as much information in these public flying sites as you can. The goal is for you to introduce the site to other people and kind of guide them with responsible use of your flying site. There was a prominent video, or there was a video recently of a prominent pilot who almost or totally lost his flying site because it got so crowded, I think. So here's another one, Shawnee Airport. Please read airport rules at shawneefield.com. Radios recommended, great flying in all directions. So that's really the idea. If you have an agreement with the landowner or the airport manager, that's your place to put that down so that other people can follow those rules. If you have any suggestions or run into any problems, please let me know. You should be able to get a hold of me maybe through the comments here or midwestppg.com. You can find my contact information there. That's it. It's pretty simple. Hopefully you guys can find some use out of this, maybe find people around you that you didn't know were already there and grow your PPG communities a little bit.